No matter how hard we try to avoid accidents or insurance scams, we can't control the actions of others, whether it's another driver making a reckless move or a pedestrian suddenly stepping into traffic. In just a split second, a normal drive can turn into a serious problem, and without evidence, the truth can easily be twisted. That's why a dashcam is no longer just a gadget, but a vital tool that protects you by showing exactly what really happened. Today I'm installing a Mangoal dashcam on this Porsche Cayenne, a premium SUV where every detail matters. And when it comes to a dashcam, the last thing you want is something that ruins the interior. With that being said, let's move on to the unboxing. This is the box of the dashcam that we will install on the Porsche Cayenne. To purchase a dashcam dedicated for Porsche, go to Mangoal website where all compatible versions for each vehicle are listed. If you're not sure which model fits your car, all you need to do is send a few photos of the rear view mirror housing and the Mangoal team will tell you exactly which version is suitable for your vehicle. This is the camera dedicated to this Porsche. As you can see, it can be installed on several Porsche models. Because I've collaborated with them before, they also offered me a 10% discount code valid for all products on their website. You can find more details in the video description. On the box you can also see the Porsche models this camera is compatible with. In this case we have the housing version Model B. Inside the box, the first thing we find are 2 pages with troubleshooting instructions. However, I never had any issues installing and using the dashcam or the app. Here we find 2 zip ties and the installation manual. The manual contains detailed installation information as well as an overview of the box contents. Next we find another bag containing a trim removal tool, the camera power cable that connects to the rain sensor, and the 128GB microSD card, which is more than enough. Here we have the front camera. On one side we find a small opening for the microphone, an LED, a reset button and 2 larger buttons, one for power and one for capture. On the front there's the lens, which is covered by a protective film. On the other side we find the microSD card slot. The camera also comes with the adapter cable for the rear camera, the cable for the GPS receiver if you want to install it, and of course the main power cable. In another bag we find the rear camera together with its dedicated cable. Here we also have a double-sided adhesive tape in case you want to change the location of the rear camera. This is the GPS module, which we will not install on this vehicle, but you can install it if you also want a watermark with GPS coordinates on the video. You also get an instruction manual for it. That was the box content, so now we can move on to installing the camera. I will start by unclipping the large rear view mirror housing using the trim removal tool from the box. Then I will continue with the front part of the mirror housing, which we will no longer need because the camera comes with its own housing. To open the aftermarket camera housing, we need to release 2 clips. Using the trim removal tool, I will press the first clip, and for the second one you can either do the same or simply force it slightly. This is the power cable that needs to be connected to the rain sensor. From here I will remove a small rubber ring so I can insert a pick tool through the opening to disconnect the connector from the rain sensor. You will see how the rubber ring looks like a bit later. We will take the Y adapter and connect it to the original rain sensor cable of the car. Next we connect the identical connector on the Y adapter to the rain sensor. We remove this metal clip so we can guide the connector using the pick tool. Insert the connector into the rain sensor and then reinstall the metal clip. Now we connect the camera to the Y adapter. Through this opening behind the rear view mirror housing we will insert the excess cable. Here we have the rear camera, which we disconnect for now. Now we connect the female adapter of the rear camera to the male adapter of the front camera. Take the excess cable and insert it in the same location mentioned earlier. Then we start routing the rear camera cable under the headliner on the driver's side. Now I will attach the two halves of the Mangoal camera housing together. You can see that the camera is already powered on, so we reinstall the rubber ring in its opening and reattach the rear view mirror housing. After that, I continued routing the rear camera cable under the A-pillar trim. I removed the door seal to make it easier to guide the cable above the headliner toward the B-pillar. I did the same to reach the C-pillar. Then I used the guide wire and reached the rear of the car above the headliner. The headliner is attached with Velcro to the body, so it comes off very easily. Above the headliner you will find this opening through which you can route the cable to reach the rubber boot. We will remove both ends of the rubber boot so we can pass the cable through it. This plastic trim piece can be removed, which gives us access to guide the cable to the middle of the rear hatch window. All that remains is to pass the cable through the rubber boot and guide it to the final camera position. To pull the cable through the rubber boot, I used a screwdriver and attached the cable to it using electrical tape. A small trick to make this easier is to apply some grease on the cable, otherwise it can get stuck inside. We successfully passed the cable through the rubber boot, so now we also route it through this inner hatch panel. This excess cable will remain inside the body, after which I will clip the rubber boot ends back into place. I will only stick the rear camera onto the rear window after I make sure the orientation is correct. I will install the app first and then fix it in the final position. We reinstall the door seals and move on to presenting the app. The first step is downloading the SKYCAM app application available on the App Store or Google Play. Then open the app and connect to the dashcam Wi-Fi network. The password should be from 1 to 8. Allow location access and follow the steps shown to access the camera. On the main screen you can see that both cameras are working, the front camera and the rear camera, along with start-stop recording button and the capture button. In the lower right corner you will find the settings menu where you can change different options such as resolution, video length, impact sensitivity, Wi-Fi password, and even reset the camera to factory settings. But I won't bore you with more details. For those interested in how the rest of the settings work, I'll leave a separate video in the description. And in the lower left corner you have the menu where you can watch, download, delete, edit, or even share the recordings made by the dashcams. Let's watch a few daytime and nighttime recordings. I'll add some freeze frames here and there so you can see how good the resolution is at different speeds. These were a few daytime and nighttime recordings sent to me by the car's owner. I've tested many dashcams on the channel over time, and I can say that these Mangoal cameras offer surprisingly good video quality. I've also tested much more expensive cameras with larger and theoretically more capable sensors, but those are universal cameras. And honestly, the fact that they're stuck to the windshield with visible cables drives me crazy and completely ruins the car's interior look. That's exactly why I prefer these cameras integrated into the rear view mirror housing. They blend perfectly into the interior, look OEM, don't obstruct your field of view, and leave no visible cables. From my point of view, the price to quality ratio is excellent, and for anyone looking for a discreet, clean, and efficient solution, this type of camera is the ideal choice. That's about it for this tutorial. If you liked it and found it useful, don't forget to hit the like, drop a comment, and subscribe to reward the effort put into making this video. It only costs you a tap or a click. Until next time, I wish you safe travels. Bye bye.